From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Man, got another pumpkin, another 4-lober on that 1240 Hodge. There's another one sitting there. I have to take a peek at that big one that was in there and see if it's doing any better. Probably gonna fertilize a little bit on this plant today. You can see these are doing well. The corn up here is doing exceptionally well. These corns here are what are they? The painted mountain corn. There we go, painted mountain corn. And then up here we have, I think, these 4 rows. Up here are the atomic orange corn. You can see sunflower seeds are sprouting. See it there? Right there. It's a sunflower. So hey, we know some of them germinate. Anyways, let's see here. Just trying to look and see. Okay, we do have some looks like peas coming up there within that row. Need to get up here and put some stuff down, some 7 dust and stuff. Try to kill out everything. Make sure sluggo and stuff. Just make sure the slugs go away. I hate slugs. Anyhow, this sunflower's looking pretty good. I don't know if it'll do anything, but we're just gonna try to baby it and get it to, you know what I may start doing at night? I might make something and cover that every night. That way it don't get cold. I might just cover it every night. I might make something to kind of keep the temperature of it there. I might have to put something down on the ground to keep the temperature up and high. Get something black to draw moisture and draw heat right there to that area, and then put something on top of it at nighttime to keep it covered. As you can see right here, there's something's working its way on that one there, affecting it. I was hoping those reeds would come up, and like I said, one of them did come up, one of them got kind of stunted. I don't know. This one looks fine, though it's gotten pretty long pretty quick. But it looks fine as far as that goes. Need to come in here and wet all this again. Try to keep them seeds wet, moist, whatever. I don't want to keep them too wet, but just wet enough. Here's another on that 1240 Hodge. It's a 5-lober. Yeah, 5-lober. And yeah, that one didn't make it. Let's go ahead and pull it off there. Yeah. So y'all see, that's what I'm talking about. See how funky that pumpkin would have been? It would have had that weird looking ring on it there, because all that below the ring that's rotting right there and ate up, that was the blossom, and then the rest of it was the pumpkin. That would have been a weird looking pumpkin, been cool to grow. But I wonder if that's the dill ring that people talk about. Do y'all know? Y'all know if it's the dill ring people talk about or not? I don't know. Anyhow, that's a weird looking pumpkin. Weird looking pumpkin. Well, whatever. All of that looks pretty good over there. I need to find some more fencing to put up over there though. So yeah, let's see. That little pumpkin looks like it's doing well. So it's got a lot of plant here. Let's see. Take this. Oh yeah. Hey, look at that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. 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 Awesome. 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 Look at that little thing. Cool beans. I might go on ahead and just start snapping the rest of them off and let them two have at it. So, all right, let's get back here and take a look at everything and see what we got going on back here in the backyard for today. I don't remember if I have told y'all or not, but this is a cabbage. It's like called a black palm or the Nero something another cabbage. It's both the same thing. Anyways, it gets like 3 foot tall. I know it was really slow growing. That's why it's never went to seed, is because it just keeps growing. So anyhow, if you're interested in the cabbage stuff like that, it seems to be a pretty good growing cabbage, long growing. So wish more of it would have come up though. Anyhow, let's go back here and take a look at back there at the pumpkins back here. Okay guys, let's take a look at Elsa here. Looks wonderful. Let's just take a look back here and see what we got going on. Need to clean her out some here. See all that back in there? Let's just clean that out right there. Then when I get done, I'll show you what it looks like when we're done cleaning it. Okay guys, there it is. That's what it looks like. I'm actually getting my own view here, so I can go back and watch it and see if I need to clean anywhere else out. But it looks decent for what it is. Spray it out real good. Oh, come on. The sprayer sucks. Okay. Cleaned her out. Now we'll get some Diconel if I have any left and paint it. Okay, so I'm beginning to hate gourds. I'm beginning to hate all gourds. This is becoming a problem here. I'll start feeling around on her, checking her. Hadn't checked her in a couple days, just wanting to see her progression, and then she starts sounding a little hollow to me. I start noticing there's a little bit more bad places on her than normal. Some of them are still hard, but some of them are. So anyways, we got to clean it up. We got to clean it up fast, get her dealt with quickly, and get a fan on her. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get her cleaned up, Diconel'd up, put a fan on her. So let's get to it. All right, guys. Got her cleaned up. Ain't got no holes in her. Just some of the skin is sloughing off. I think my problem was covering it, okay? If you know the answer, let me know. I covered it just like I covered the pumpkins. and I set it on a bed of sand, just like I did the pumpkins, and water could go through the sand, you know, and drain off, okay? Maybe we're not supposed to grow a bushel gourd like that. Maybe we're supposed to just let them grow. I don't know, but I'm not going to cover it anymore. That is the last time I will cover it. That fan is going to run on there until it's completely dried and on, and I will paint it with some Daconil just as soon as all the bleach and stuff clears up. But y'all can see how see how it's done, and it's turned it and stuff, so it was trying to rot it, and that's probably 100-pound bushel gourd. It's heavy, even though it sounds hollow, it's heavy. Next on the agenda is this right here. It has got some issues because of the snails, so I'm going to show you a quick way to get rid of snails when you ain't got nothing to set your stuff up on. All right, now I'll show you. There's snails all over this thing, so let me go get my stuff. I'll get the tripod, put it on here, and I'll show you all these snails and whatnot. And guys, I appreciate the playing of the games. All right, the guessing the weights and all, that's fun. So anyhow, then we'll get on. After we get this done, we'll get on with these. I had some questions about them. I want to explain all the pumpkin plants today and stuff and everything. So it's probably gonna be another little bit of a long video, so just hang in there. All right, watch what you want, and maybe fall asleep watching the last part of it that you don't want to watch. And I appreciate everybody that watches it too. Trust me, I highly appreciate it. It encourages me when I go on there and see I've got X amount of views on a video and it was a forever long one. It encourages me to see that. So thank y'all so much for your support. And it's fun. It's just fun. And hey, maybe you start a YouTube channel, you know, have fun with it. All right. Anyways, let me go get my stuff. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, and we can get back to our regular scheduled programming via it don't rain like crazy out here. She left that tomato out here. Dang on it. I knew I couldn't find it last night. Anyways, so yeah, we got that issue taken care of. So slide this out of the way. We're waiting for this to dry. That done fell. That ain't good. Now it's got to drain back down there. Anyway, so had a question about my pumpkins and how many there was. So there's 1 and 2. Both of those are self-pollinated. I pollinated them, the 824. I pollinated both of these pumpkins back, you know, to the 824 plant. So there's one. That's the youngest one. Here's the next one. So, anyways, this one's been pretty old. It's been there for quite a while. Didn't grow as big, but it didn't have very much plant either, and wasn't really given a chance. Hear how that thumps and smacks? Yeah. Solid as a rock, right? Solid as a rock. Now, where did I get my slapping abilities and my knowledge of slapping a pumpkin for the thickness? Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I ever grew these giant pumpkins, I was watching Chad New grow giant pumpkins. Oh yes. Chad New knows all there is to know about slapping a big old girl. Okay, pumpkin that is, not a little literal woman. Ouch, that's hot. Anyways, woo, look there, big old dead Asian hornet. You can see the old stinger on its butt. Check that thing out. Y'all see that stinger? Oh, focus in, stupid. Yeah, you can kind of see it anyhow. Wasn't no part of that bad lad. Huh. Ooh, a spider. Oh, now they don't want to focus on nothing. Yeah, it's just a bad day out here, ain't it? We got spiders and we got... Okay, anyhow. Slapping a pumpkin. So, you hear that? I don't really want to take her covers off. I mean, I should. Let's get back here. Overcome my fears. The thing just jumped. Did you see it jump? It jumped. Yes, it did. It jumped. Anyhow, Let's get back here. We'll smack her. We'll smack on her a little bit. All right, guys, here we go. You ready for the smack? I mean, it just smacks ridiculous. And the further up you go on the center of her, let me switch hands. New crack right there, new crack. I mean, this is the one I'm thinking 20 to 30%, no problem on the weight gain. Oh yeah, she'll do 20 to 30% all day, okay? Oh yes. Anyhow, listen to that. Just pow, pow. Oh yeah, she's just a beast of a pumpkin. We'll go around here and we'll look at these other ones. Y'all can make your own conclusions. Smacking pumpkins. Okay? Here are the different sounds and tones and textures there are. You can go back in all my other videos. Listen to me smack away on them on there. See what you think. Yeah. See what you think. Alright. Alright, you hear that? Hear that though? You hear the reverb. Let me see if I put it down here. Here, do it with this. You hear that? Thump, 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 thump. Sorry. Thump, thump, thump. Okay. She's big, but she's got that little bit of space inside of her. You can hear the space. Okay? You can hear the spacing inside of her. So, does that mean she doesn't weigh that much? I mean, not necessarily. But it does sound like there's a bunch of hollow space in there, right? And, I mean, but it doesn't mean that, okay? We'll go over here and we'll take a look at her. Oh, by the way, this is the 1209 Hodge. That is the 1251 new. That is the 1378 new. That and Elsa right there with the blue on her, those are both 2261 Schmitz, okay? So I have two on the 824 Hodge. I have this one that is on its own secondary, growing it out, and I cut it off the main to let Elsa have the main, okay? This one is growing off its secondary all by itself now. All right, so there's two on that was on the 2261 Schmidt. Right now there's one on the 824 Hodge, or excuse me, on this one, which is the 1378 new, but there's also another one up here that I'm letting grow on it, which is a 1378 new as well. It's right there. We had the 1209 Hodge that rotted on us earlier in the week, right here. All right, so let's go over here and take a look at this one, which we also have one growing on. I'm letting that one there grow on it because it's long looking. Just look cool, so I'm letting it grow. But we're gonna go over here really quick and take a look here at what we got on this one as far as sound. Okay, we want to know what the sound is. Okay, so here we go. I don't want that on yet. Now it's harder than the 1209, but it's softer than the 1378. Okay, and this is a 1251 new. Okay, so it does smack kind of hard, probably 10% heavy, maybe. I'm thinking. Okay, so there's that. All right, now we'll go around the rest of the yard real quick and I'll show you the rest of the pumpkins that we had, because that was the question, was about how many pumpkins that I had. So let's go ahead and just kind of clarify how many I've got in total for right now. I mean, there are other ones growing, but they may or may not work out. And then you can see the ones that were up there at the top of the yard, right there, those two. 1240 Hodge is on the right, and the 1673 and a half Bartimus is on the left. Go around here. That's Casper, and Casper is a 727 Hodge, Howard Deal winner. And then that is Plumber Crack, and it is a 1378 new. So those are the pumpkins that I have. And then there's Pawpaw right there. So those are the ones I got, and might be a few more to come. So anyhow, let's get on to the next. Okay, let's go see if by chance we can paint this gourd yet. Did it fall over? I hope it didn't fall over. It's drying up a good bit. All right, let's see if we can paint it. Okay guys, so we got her painted up. Now we're gonna spray our, I've already been spraying, just forgot to come back. Anyways, we're gonna finish spraying that stuff. It's a mixture of fruit and tree disease and pest control spray. It has Captain in it. And then it's got some 0025 growth products, potassium in it. It has 3 different types of my fish fertilizers that I use. I think that's it. So anyways, we're gonna, it's got Monterey's complete disease control. So it's got 2 types of disease controls in it. It's got fish fertilizers and the 0025 potassium fertilizer. So we'll spray it on all these plants and get these bugs cleared up and out of here. See all them, I don't know if y'all can see them there, but they're flying all over. There's a big nest of them right there, a big old swarm. Anyways, I'm gonna get that done, then we're gonna go inside and try to put together this hot sauce on for y'all on video. So let's get it done. Fence ladder in there. She was trying to root underneath it. She got the halfway underneath the whap. She ain't gonna do it now, turd.
I'll let her out and she'll run and kick her back legs up and kick them past.
She didn't do that for long. She keeps eating like she does. She's gonna be 2 inches tall and about 15 inches round. She's gonna look like a blimp. Penelope. 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 What are you doing, girl? Hey, Penelope. Penelope. Come on, girl. Hey, Nelly. Come on, Penelope. Come on, my little baby. Come on. That's what she was doing. I don't know what's in that hole, but she gets all kind of giddy about it. Watch her. Watch her.
That's exciting.
She'll start going from side to side and doing spins inside of it and everything. Oh, you gonna do it no more.
Come on, baby.
Wilbur, Wilbur, wee, 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 wee. Come on, Wilbur. Say wee, 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 Wilbur. Come on, like the little, what's a Geico piggy?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, they'd all flipped out if they'd have seen what Chili Mac done the other day, wouldn't they? Shooting that thing out, that corkscrew out like that.
Scary.
It was wild. I've never seen that like it in my life.
Can I feed chickens?
Sure. To weigh this butternut real quick one more time before somebody runs it to Kentucky for me this weekend. We couldn't find a babysitter, and where Malachi is immunocompromised with everything that's going on, and RSV having been rampant all summer, which is very unusual, and the flu supposedly being around, plus COVID, and I don't even know. It's very frustrating. I'm sure a lot of you guys understand the frustrations and everything, but anyhow, it's even more frustrating when you have an immunocompromised child and you have to be on guard for everything, even more so than you normally would for yourself and your children. So anyhow, Chris Rodabaugh, if you don't know him, go to Doc Rodabaugh. You can go over to his YouTube channel, subscribe. I am sure most of you know who he is, but he lives about an hour and a couple minutes away from me here in Lewisburg. It's in Greenbrier County. And anyhow, quickly becoming a good friend to me. I asked if he would mind taking it, because I wanted to go, and I was going to take one of these 3 pumpkins with me, and I couldn't go. We couldn't find a babysitter this weekend, and I don't want to it's bad enough if I have to go out in it and then have to come back to the kids, but it's even worse if I got to take the kids out in it, and I would prefer not to because of him, Malachi, having his issues. So anyhow, and all of us has got, allergies going on right now, so don't want to get it and then think we're still on allergies, and then, you know what I mean? So it would just be, no, don't need that. Anyhow, he's going to take it for me. We asked some people. Now, here's the deal, guys. I have wrote and I asked everybody. I wrote and asked the guy that holds the world record what he thought, and he said it shouldn't be a problem. The Guinness Book of World Records should take it as long as I have photos, videos, and witnesses. Okay? Plenty of photos, plenty of videos, plenty of witnesses to the weighing in of it. That it shouldn't be a problem, somebody else weighed it. All right? But he did suggest maybe writing them. I wrote him an email. The email, every time I send it from their website, it says, that's the email address. Put it in. I even copied and pasted it into my email and sent it to them, and it still said it was an invalid email, could not be found, and it sent the message back to me. So I've tried to get in touch with Guinness Book of World Records. Can't get in touch with them. If any of you guys know of a way to get in touch with them, Chris Brown even said he was going to look to see if he could find the email address, okay, that he used. At any rate, my butternut is going to be taken by Chris Rodabaugh to Guston, Kentucky this weekend to be weighed and measured for the new world record. He's asked the GPC representative if that was all right. He got a thumbs up there, and I've pretty much I've done all that I can to try to get it. So there is going to be an official weighing in of a butternut, the giant butternut squash, and that will break the record officially through the GPC, okay? And then I'll just submit that paperwork and all the evidence I have and witnesses included to the Guinness Book of World Records, and we'll just see if that jive, okay? So we are going to be turning it in officially. I want to thank Chris Rodabaugh for taking this and taking the time out of his time, okay? Because he's going to take it down there, and it's a big deal because he's got to take pictures and videos and get witnesses. So this is a big deal to me. It's a big deal for him to do it for me because it's taking time away from his growing, okay, from his hard work. and he's going to do it for me. So I really appreciate that, and it means a lot that he would do that. So anyhow, thank you, Chris. And guys, if you ain't subscribed to him, go over and subscribe to him. It's Doc Rodebaugh, one word, DOCRODEBAUGH. Okay, and go over and subscribe to him, and I'm sure he would appreciate it. Anyhow, we're gonna have that, hopefully gonna have that world record giant butternut with my name attached to it, and Chris Brown will have to catch up next year to me. So anyhow, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna weigh it real quick just to see how much weight it lost between last week and this week. It's been a week. We're gonna weigh it and see what it's done. All right, and see. It was 59.8 pounds last week. Let's see how much weight it's lost. If not, it's still 3 to 5 pounds light on my scales. Still 3 to 5 pounds light on my scales. Okay, that's just how they run. So anyhow, let's go do that real quick, and then on to the next. Guys, let's see, nothing there. Let me see here. Put you down right there for a second. Get that butternut picked up. There it goes. 58.8. Lost a pound, it says. Lost a pound so far, 58.8. Try one more time. See, that's why I want to hurry and get the weight off as soon as possible. 58.8. 58.8. Lost a pound. Alright, let's put her up. Okay, guys, so what we got here is our Ninja for blending. Stainless steel spoon, stainless steel pot, a old vinegar jug, white vinegar jug. Cleaned it out really good, and you can't even really smell vinegar in it anymore. It smells clean, 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 clean. Some cheesecloth. Okay, you need some of that. We got our bottles right here. Whoops. We got our funnels right here. So, you will need to heat your bottles or warm them up, either in the oven, or you can warm them up in a glass pot of water, or excuse me, you can warm the glass up in a pot of water, okay, whichever one you prefer. Anyways, what we're going to do first is we're going to take our Ninja here, sitting on there, right? And then we're going to take all of our ingredients and put into it and blend them up. Okay, now this is the stuff we made with the carrots and the peppers and the vinegar and the shallots and all of that. Now that right there is going to be a brine. Okay, so you can actually dump all that brine off. You know what we're going to do first? I'm going to dump the biggest part of that brine. This is brine. Okay, that is now a brine. Let's dump that brine off into this jug, and then we can add it to our mix while we're cooking. It won't affect a thing. Probably should use the cheesecloth just now to get those seeds, but that's all right. Smells good, not that much. That was wonderful. Okay. Put our brine back there for right now. Back to dumping our peppers in here and our carrots and all that stuff now. Again, I don't want this to be some super, super hot stuff, okay? But I do want it warm. I want warm. We're not looking for super hot. Just looking for a little bit of heat, just a touch. You can actually store your peppers like that for a very long time. You can just put them like that in vinegar and let them set for however long. Let me get this blended up. Okay, guys, so what you're gonna want is you're gonna want a little bit of lime. You don't have to put the lime. The lime's not necessary. If you want a lime flavor with your hot sauce, add some lime. You're gonna want some kosher salt or just regular salt while you cook it. You're gonna have your brine, of course, right there. And then we're gonna put the rest, we're gonna put our mixture into the pot. If you wanted a peach flavor in it, you could add peaches to it right now. All kinds of stuff you could add to it. Oh, goodness. There's a little bit of a mess there when the lid come off. Okay. So right now that lid is kind of got a lot of stuff on it, so we just want to take, I don't do that. I'll just mess it up. One to about 6. See, that stuff is pretty liquefied. Alright. We ran it. Anything that does not turn to liquid in this, now when we cook it, we'll run it through that cheesecloth and that'll polish it off. Or should polish it off, because we ran it for a very long time there. So it should finish up the job. Dripping out all the water and everything. So there's that. Let's put some base there. A little stuff here. We'll put a little bit of this in there. Just so I can get some of that out of there. Probably not smart using my finger like that. That's hot peppers. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is I'm going to allow this to come up to a boil, and then once it gets up to a boil, I'll add in some of my brine, and my lime, and my salt. So stay tuned for that. Okay guys, so we have added all the brine. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt. Let's see here. I'm not going to add a lot of salt. Let's see. Oops. So we'll add 1 tablespoon of sea salt. 1 tablespoon coarse sea salt. Okay. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lime. 2 tablespoons of lime. give it that Caribbean kind of twang. I like that little bit of sweet, sour, hot kind of thing mixed down there. So, all right, there we go. And we'll be back when we get ready to strain it. So we're gonna bring this up to a boil. Okay, it's almost there now. Once we bring it to a boil, we're gonna turn the heat down to about a 5 and let it stay there for about 3 minutes. Just trying to get all the flavors and everything into the liquid, and everything that was not completely liquefied, just trying to get it as shrunken and into liquid as possible. That way we get the most out of all the flavor, okay? And then when I run it through my cheesecloth, which I'm going to put, get you a half-gallon jar, take the cheesecloth and go over top of it, leave you a swag in the bottom of it, so when you dump it, you know, it goes down in kind of like a coffee filter, but we'll tie it up to the, or put a band on the cheesecloth to band it onto the top of the jar, and that'll serve as a catch-all for it, and then we can start putting it into the bottles. So we'll show you that when we get guys, we're all ready to go. You can see here, this has been sterilized. See the dip in the middle? We just folded that up, the cheesecloth up and up and up, and put a band around it to hold it. Now we're gonna pour our sauce into it. And once we get it into here, we'll leave it set for just a second. Then we'll start pouring it into our bottles via the funnel. Then we'll put our caps right here, our drippers and our caps on it, and then we'll take it over and heat shrink the tamper proof thingy on it, so you know it's sealed and ain't been opened since the day we bottled it. So it'll be good to go for you. Anyhow, get me 4 of these out now, so I'm not digging around later for them. Put them over here by the heat gun. Alright guys, I can tell you now, I've breathed in some of the fumes off of that. It's a little stout. If it gets clogged up, just dig it out with a spoon and put it in a cup and dispose of whatever's left there, okay? And try to push it through there some if you'd like. See how much juice gets through there? If you can see that every time I push on it, more juice comes through. So, and whatever's left there, just grab it and dispose of it in the cup. Pour you some more. And this is going to be a long process, so when we're done with this, I'll show you the next step. Okay guys, so there's our 4 bottles. Nicely sealed up. Just wish they would have came with the labels. But I think it looks pretty nice. It looks very professional. You can see that is pretty thick. You see how it is liquidy, at the same time it's thick. And that dropper will drop you off just the right amount. You don't really need it super thick anyhow. But I mean, look at that. That looks really nice. Nicely done. So anyhow, that's the first batch, and it does take a lot to make it, okay? So when y'all go and buying these hot sauces from people and they're wanting, you know, $7, $8 a bottle, they got $7 or $8 a bottle in it. They're not really making anything. Maybe 50 cents, if that. Got some in the bottom of my cup there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is awesome. Get your little, huh? The lime is crazy good in that. You get the lime before you get anything, and then you get just a little bit of the cayenne pepper on the back end. But the lime is explosive in that. That was perfect, guys. I mean perfect. I like that. That is a good hot sauce. Call it lime marita. No, we can't do that. Probably get in trouble. Lime something. We have to call it lime basco. There you go. Lime basco. Limbasco. Okay, limbasco sauce. Let me get some of that limbasco sauce. Yeah, it will. Huh? Lime basco. We'll have to get lime basco, she says. All right, guys, that does really taste good. It's not very hot at all. Got really good flavor. I like that. It just got just a touch of heat, but the lime is beautiful in it. It tastes great, and it was only 2 tablespoons of lime. So anyhow, guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you learned something. And don't forget, enter them contests. Got 2 of them going, Sundays and yesterdays. Tomorrow we're going to pick the winners. So we'll see you later. Okay, guys. So we've got it done. That's how much we got out of it. This is the cheesecloth. Ended up using 2 pieces, and that's all the pepper and all the mix that we've strained and then juiced it. We just squeezed it until it's solid as a rock now. Got all the juices out of it. Everything is in this. I would say that we do probably need some xanthan gum for this, but just to thicken it up some. But I believe it's thick, but it's a little. I think it needs to be a little thicker. It's a little too runny for me. And if we would have thickened it up with some xanthan gum, it would work just great. But with the dropper that we're going to put on it, should work just fine. Give you a little touch here and there. It is going to be pretty hot, I will tell you that. So now we're going to get our bottles out. Please be careful when you get bottles out. They will burn you. Got the bottle out. Let's go ahead and get all of them out. I don't know that we're going to need all 4 of them, but if we do, they're here. Alright, now let's see here. I'm going to take these gloves off, I believe. I think we need them now. And now all you got to do, put your funnel in your jar there. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, there we go. Try to get this plate unstuck. There we go. Pour till they fill it up. Woo! Too much. Just a touch too much. That's alright. Hard to do here. There we go. Much better. Perfect. Just take it. Drop that out there. There we go. There we go. Don't break. guess it's just about right. Had it 4. The rest we need to fill just a touch more. There we go. Get the rest of it in the jug or the vinegar jug and see it pop off. Papa loves hot stuff. You'll probably tip this up and drink it. Y'all better watch out. All my family members that watch, y'all better watch out at Christmas time when Papa brings out a vinegar bottle now. Y'all liable to be set on fire. I tell you, that's some good stuff. Drink it up. Y'all be sitting there on fire. That's gonna be funny. Hey, honey, you put one of them on there for me. I'm gonna have her put one of them things on. So y'all know that they're sealed today. You can see how this is all done. Now they were supposed to come with labels. I'm a little upset because they did not come with the labels they said they were going to come with. So I'm a little upset about that, but hey, we got the droppers and stuff. I'll probably have to print something off, just tape it on there or something. But anyhow, we'll get this done, the shrink wrap put on, and then we'll show you that. All right, guys. So that's how we make the hot sauce. Been out here watering plants and everything. Got them watered. We're gonna water these pumpkins and turn on the lights for them tonight. But anyhow, guys, look here. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow right here, Hollers and Hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.